Today we're going to attempt to repair a leaky RV toilet. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of room here. I don't know how bright this is. I'm doing this in the daytime and hoping that it's going to be light enough for you to see. But there's a water line back there, the blue hose that you can, hopefully you can make that out, and it leads into there's a fitting in the back of the toilet here, and I believe, I don't know if you can see this or not, but I believe right here is where our problem is, right here. So we're going to replace this part on our RV toilet, and to pop this baby off, you've got to screw, you've got one there, and you've got one on the other side, and you've got that hose, and we're going to pop that off and bring this guy outside so I have more room, and I'm going to replace that part that's leaking. Hopefully that's the part that's leaking anyway, because I'm going to replace it. Okay, I'm going to get this guy off and get him outside so we have more room, and make sure I picked up the right part, and I shall see you shortly. So here we are back again. That was quite painless, not a big deal. Pop two screws off. You can see the bolts there on the floor. And there's the hose, that blue hose I was telling you about. So we back that off. Two screws. Here's our toilet. Let's take this outside and have a look. Okay, so we're outside. And as you can see, we have our toilet here, and I've got my water module replacement here. So this is what we're going to replace here. When I first looked at this, and I found that the leak was somewhere in this area here. I was thinking that we might be in for a little bit of a job trying to replace what's probably a gasket or a seal that's gone in there. And when I went to the RV store and told them the part that was leaking, I was quite happy to see that it's all one piece, and it looks quite simple. I haven't opened it up yet, but I'm just looking at this here. I'm thinking one screw here. There it is. You can see that? One screw there. There it is. And right here. That hose. That's what I'm seeing. Now I may pop this off, and this little lever that allows you to flush your toilet, draws your water. I'm thinking that's it. Okay, so I'm going to pop these off and we'll be back. So we have the old water modulator off. Wasn't difficult to take that off. Okay, this slides in, there's a little groove there, slides in like so, and you would angle that up. Let's see here, I need another set of hands. To put it back in, there it is, that slides in like so. If I had another hand, that little bit of pressure, and you push that up, and you can see this little nipple here is going to fit into that groove. There it is right there, but I'm not going to push it because this is the old one. This would probably be a good idea to slide that in there first. Okay, again, this is the old one, so I'm not going to do this. That slides in there. This is going to go in there. And this hose attaches right on there like that. Okay, now again, as I said, I don't have a set of free hands here, so I'm going to pop that on, and we'll show it to you, and we'll get her back going, see what happens. Okay, I just noticed one little thing here. When I was putting this hose here back on, see this little rubber gasket? That's to prevent the water from leaking here. When you put this on, first time I put it on, this little seal kind of worked its way clear and was up here, and it wasn't perfectly around. There's a groove there that it stays in, and I stopped because I'm thinking I don't want to have to pop this baby back off again, because you want to have that in that little groove that it's intended to be in. So when you're putting that hose back on, be very careful when you're working that on, that little rubber part stays in the groove it's intended to be in, otherwise you're going to have another leak. You have to take it off. Okay, so I'm going to keep on going here. Look, this is going to slide in there like that. I need my other set of hands. That slides in. Okay, this is going to go in that groove right there, and I'm going to attach this wire to here, put my screw on there, and I think I'm good. I know this is looking a little clumsy here, but again, I'm working with one hand. I'm going to pop all that on, and I'll let you know how I make out. And we're back again. That went on really nicely, actually. So as I said, this here goes on first. Well, this is what I put on first anyway. I don't know. I guess it would help if I read the instructions. The instructions are here, and yeah, we'll leave those there. If I had gotten stuck, I probably would have referred to them. This isn't a very complicated job, and usually when I'm doing something that I'm not sure about, it's a good idea to have the camera, just for obvious reasons, for the fact that I am going to post this, but for the simple fact that it's nice to see how it went on in case you forget if it's a little more complicated than this. But yeah, so I went this one here first, and then you're going to put that lever on there. That allows you to flush. It's going to open up your water chamber to clear your toilet, provide it with water. And then I just slid that on, and you can see there's a little nipple there. You see it there? My finger is. And that just kind of aligns itself with that. This slides into the grooves. One screw there, and boom, she's back on. Keep my fingers crossed. I'm going to go back inside and put it back on. There's a new flange here. I'm going to put that down on the floor. Pop the old one off and bolt it back down. My water is going to go on here, so we'll see how that goes. Next step, put her back together. So back in the bathroom, I popped up that flange and I put our new one down from the package. Probably could have left the old one down. Didn't appear to be damaged in any way, but I decided to put the new one down. Seeing as I'm here, I might as well put something down there that's new. And yeah, so I'm gonna put the toilet back on. You can see the two bolts there, and screw it down. There's my blue water line that's gonna come in. See that blue line there? I'm gonna put that, attach that right here, and next step will be the finished product. See you shortly. And we're back together. No problems putting the flange on. 2 screws, and you kind of bolt it down. The flange, the toilet was kind of teetering back and forth a little bit like that when I put it on, and was a little concerned. But once I bolted it down and I, kind of wiggled the toilet a little bit, it seemed to fit properly, and the flange is tight. Well, it's got to be tight, of course, to make sure everything goes in the spot that it's supposed to go and it doesn't leak onto the floor. The bolts, you don't want to bolt them in. There's a fine line there. You can see this one. I can't get my angle on the other one, but there's a fine line. You want to get it as tight as you can, but of course without cracking the base of the toilet, because again, this is all plastic, right? But most importantly, I got my line back on here. My module is on, and I've been running this, for a few minutes, and I'll just show you. No water. So if we going, and this is where my water was coming down here, and we're good to go. So I hope this helps. If you have to repair a leaky RV toilet and save yourself a few bucks by towing it in, or having a technician arrive and have to do it yourself, it's not a big job. Thank you, and have a great day.